Rest of the field coming through turn number 11. We got time to go racing, folks. A second of 3 races here for USF Juniors. Again, my name's Rob Howden. Welcome to NOLA Motorsports Park. 74 degrees trackside, quite a bit of cloud cover, but we are seeing some blue coming a little bit. That could change the way the track affects the setup. But again, here we go. 12 lapper for USF Juniors, 15 for 2000, 18 for Pro. The juniors, a dozen laps to see who stands on top of the podium. And away we go. Green flag flying. Green, green, green. Taylor diving to the outside, trying to get a spot. Weldon jumping away early. See if he can't capitalize on that pole position. He'll go wide to the outside. No one quite there to go to the inside of him coming through the corner. They're going to go 3 wide, potentially through. This is not looking good. Oh, they're going to give each other room. Taylor gets a good run, but here's a big run to the outside for one of the interim S drivers. I think that is potentially Soto Sharipa. Driver dropping a wheel. That's Cooley coming up through turn number 3. He went for a little off-tracker, but was able to bring it back on cleanly. Good control for Evan Cooley. Clean and green through 1, 2, and 3. A little lock up there for Elkin as he's right on the gearbox right now. I think they're trying. Oh, Elkin's going to dive to the inside coming out of the corner. Oh, trouble there. Dead stick. Oh, no contact yet. Trouble for Soto Sharipa, and everybody gets around him. Remember, electrical issues for Augusto Soto Sharipa yesterday. I think that car is going to come to a stop. An issue for Soto Sharipa. They had an issue with electrics. It wasn't keeping the power. I think that was him coming out of turn number 4, dead stick. I believe he may be sitting over there in 4, maybe gets off the track or doesn't pick back up for him. It had nothing coming out of the corner. There, how far back he is there. You can see way back when he comes through here. He'll be just cruising to the very back of the pack there. Otherwise, Weldon has came out like a rocket. I don't know how he just came out that quickly. He is flying out front. Weldon has got a massive lead on the opening circuit. Everybody else fighting by. Look at the lead he has on the opening lap here. Wow. 3.3 seconds on the opening lap. That was actually Ariel Elkin who had the trouble, folks. No, did I pick the... No, both the Inter-MS cars are there. Who was the car that stalled was stopped? Tesaro. From the back, it was tough to see. It was not the Inter-MS cars. I thought it was Soto Sharipa with the issue he had with the electrics. No, it was actually Vinicius Tesaro. So lucky that he did not get driven over coming out of turn number 4. That car just stopped on him. So we're back at it. And Soto Sharipa, the 24, up to second. So if you're an Inter-MS fan, oh, there's contact coming out of the corner there between Taylor and Elkin. Man, this is aggressive racing early. Taylor able to bring it back onto the racetrack. Weldon is gone. Soto Sharipa second. McNeely third. So it was Vinicius Tesaro. I thought it might have been Soto Sharipa. So again, if you're an Inter-MS fan back in Florida, sorry to throw that out there. As they came back across, I saw those new livery colors of Inter-MS. Those cars look fantastic. They're still on the track. So indeed, from the back, I thought it was Soto Sharipa, but no, it was actually Vinicius Tesaro. Sharipa going to work now, trying to find a way by Liam McNeely. The fight now for second, third, and fourth. The final couple spots on the podium is once again, Weldon is gone. He is flat checked out. I don't know how you're 2.5 seconds faster on the opening lap, or more than that even. 2.7 seconds faster on the opening lap. He's a 39.7 on lap number 2. McNeely 40.8. So he's another full second faster on lap number 2. 4.5 seconds to lead for Weldon. Wow. Checked out on the opening lap. McNeely runs in second. Soto Sharipa in third. Taylor fourth. Elkin fifth. Right behind Elkin, one of the D-Force drivers, Bruno Ribeiro. Jack Jeffers behind him. Cooley, his teammate right there as well. Ingrata up to 9th. Martella 10th. Through 6. Over to 7. Everybody settling in. 4.5 seconds over 2 laps for Weldon. Long gone. 1:39.7. He was 2.7 seconds faster than the rest of the field on lap number 1. And then 9/10 quicker on lap number 2 than McNeely. McNeely, of course, battling. There's Ribeiro fighting it out here with Jack Jeffers now. Cooley's right behind him. That's the fight for 6th, 7th, and 8th. $39.5 for Weldon. He gets another 1/10 of a second. McNeely coming across line, 39.7. So 2/10 of a second off now. Last time by, Weldon about 2/10 of a second quicker than McNeely, who's built about 6/10 of a second on. A little bit more breathing room on Soto Sharipa. And again, those first 2 laps for Weldon. Wow, unbelievably how quick he was those first 2 circuits. And again, he's capitalizing on that with a 4.8 second lead. Great fights all the way through the field right now. I'm trying to see if a couple drivers have maybe made some big moves moving forward. Brady Gold's actually fallen to the tail of the field. Hudson Potter and Diego Guillo. Scorpioni now 13th spot. Everybody kind of staying pretty much, I think, in the same position. Not a lot of big movement early on here. Drivers dropping a wheel out of turn 6. It's that turn 6 shot. A little short shoot here. We'll follow him around the corner. In through turn number 7, flat out all the way. 7 over to 8 and 9. It's the tail of the field coming through there. Succo, Cameron, Gonzalez, Potter, Tesaro, Guillo, Potter, and Golan. Ooh, there's a defensive move down to the bottom. That's Cooley trying to hold off. Oh, big run around the outside for Aiden and Grada. Pardon me, that is Cooley and I think. Did they get by Ribeiro? Oh, I think they got by Ribeiro. That's Bruno Ribeiro. So there's Jeffers. Both he and Cooley able to get by Ribeiro. So move Jeffers now up into 6th, Cooley to 7th. Thought that might have been Ingrata, but no, that was the D-Force car of Ribeiro trying to get back by Cooley. Oh, contact. Somebody's got into the barrier on the exit. We've got contact coming out at turn number 13. Someone into the wall and a rear wing. Sitting there on track. That is going to be, I think, the 6 of Potter. Yeah, that's Aiden Potter's rear wing. Right in the middle of the racetrack. I don't think it's actually in the racing line right now. Hopefully we could potentially get a replay of that because I know that it was on screen. I just didn't pick it up as I looked down from live timing back up with the screen. All I saw was the car kind of sideways and pulling away. I think he may have just spun by himself. We've seen that happen before. You're rolling so much speed through there. And, of course, Potter, as we know, didn't get a chance to qualify either. So that's his first really on-track laps at speed on the day. Aiden Potter making some contact there. That wing, as I said, is kind of on the inside. I don't know whether, yeah, we're going full course. It's not quite on the racing line, but it's enough that we're not going to be able to get to it. Let's put it that way. We don't want to chance anybody jumping out there on a hot racetrack. So full course caution. So that massive 4.7 second lead for Weldon is gone. McNeely runs 2nd. Soto Sharipa 3rd. Taylor and Elkin 4th and 5th. Jack Jeffers was able to get by Ribeiro, as did Evan Cooley. So Jeffers up to 6th, Cooley 7th, Ribeiro 8th, Aiden and Grata 9th, and G3 Argyros rounding out the top 10 field. Slowing on the front straightaway. You see that wing right in the middle of the racetrack. Everybody will get behind the pace car here. Once the field clears, the AMR crew will get out there and get that wing replaced. Have a look at the track to make sure there's no shards of carbon fiber on the track as well. But again, a smoking start for Sebastian Weldon. I don't think I've seen anybody jet away like that in USF Juniors last couple of years since we started this program. He had 2 smoking laps to get out of the gate, 2.7 seconds faster than the field on the opening circuit. They battled behind him a little bit. He got a clean run through turn 1 and 2. But he was 2.7 seconds faster all told on the opening lap. 9/10 faster on lap number 2, and then only 2/10 faster on lap number 3. So very good on the cold tires. I expect we'll go green this next time by. Not going to take much to get that cleaned up. The crew is out there, the track crew out there picking up that carbon fiber rear wing. So the field coming through turn number 4 over to 5. First yellow flag of the season for USF Juniors. They went clean and green through race number 1. Just going to lose a lap here after that little contact coming out of turn 13 for Aiden Potter. That'll put him behind the wall. Whether or not they'll be able to repair the wing mount and even get another wing on there. The wing came off the whole thing, not the rear attenuator, so should be okay there. Crew getting behind the wall. And we'll go back to racing as the drivers come out at turn number 8 and 9. Time for a restart here for Weldon. Get those tires warmed up, tires cleaned. We'll get back at it. Weldon, McNeely, Soto, Sharipa, Taylor, and Elkin top 5. Jeffers 6th, Cooley 7th, Ribeiro 8th, and Grotta 9th. Argyros 10th. So Argyros able to get by Martella. Martella 11th. That's a big move up for Argyros. He's the driver who started much deeper in the field. G3 Argyros started 19th. He's up to 10th. That is a strong effort over the first couple of laps for G3 Argyros. I said he ran 10th in the top 10 yesterday. Fought his way forward with some aggressive maneuvers. Up to 10th place for Argyros. Here's the pace car into pit lane. We're going to go back to racing. Right onto the throttle. Green flag flying. Right down to the bottom of the racetrack goes Weldon. He's going to go back up around. They're going to snake up the front straightaway. He's down to the bottom of the racetrack. Big wide move to the outside. Comes McNeely. McNeely's going to try to run around the outside. He's got good momentum. They're side by side coming through. McNeely on the inside. Weldon on the outside. McNeely's got the inside maneuver. He's going to have to deepen though into turn number 3 because you can run that outside line in 3. McNeely trying to pinch. Here comes Soto Sharipa on the inside as well. McNeely's taking the lead back, but over-under potentially. No, he's on the outside. Big dive bomb move to the bottom as well. McNeely trying to finish this pass off as they come out at turn number 4. Weldon holding on to the spot. He'll dive back to the inside. Weldon thinking to the inside at turn 5. No. But he's going to get challenged. He's got the 2 Inter-MS cars right there as well. Soto, Sharipa, and Elkin. Elkin able to get by Taylor. Look for Jack Jeffers to jump. There's a big wheel coming off through turn number 6. The exit of 6, back through 7. So some wild action. Liam McNeely going by Weldon to take the lead over. A great run. Weldon defended to the inside at turn number 1. McNeely, the textbook move to the outside, tried to keep him pinched down and had the run out of turn number 1 through 2, inside of turn number 3. And away we go. A couple drivers defending down to the bottom here and coming into turn number 10. Big bump on the bottom of the racetrack there. Cooley fighting it out with Ribeiro. Ribeiro may have position coming into turn 12. Cooley's going to try to run the outside. I think Ribeiro's going to come clean with that. He does. Solid pass there for Bruno Ribeiro to the inside. In turn number 12, if you can get side by side like that and have that spot coming through 11, and Cooley wisely gave it up. There's damage there. I think that might be the 90 of Joao Vigueira with wing damage. Ariel Elkin now up to 3rd. Soto Sharipa now battling with Max Taylor. That's for 4th. Taylor able to get by, I believe. Jack Jeffers right there looking to clean it up if these guys have any kind of an incident because they're going to be running hard together here. Look at that. Soto Sharipa on the inside. Taylor on the outside. They're not wanting to give it up at all. Jack Jeffers is right there. They'll come out of the corner. Taylor gets a better run on the outside of 4. You can do that, and he does beat him over to turn 5. There's parts of this racetrack where you can run the outside line, and it may not be what you would think to be, the line to get right down to the apex, but there's so much, you're rolling so much corner speed that you're a lot farther outside. You're able to stay on the throttle. You're on the throttle earlier and longer, and you're not having to check it up at all. Turn 4 is one of those corners. So back down the straightaway here again. McNeely trying to hold on to the lead. Look back there further. 2-3 wide. There's a big move to cross. That's Ribeiro battling. Oh, that's actually What happened there? What did I miss? I thought that might have been Cooley. That might have been Cooley. He might have lost a couple more spots. He had Argyros and Ingrata right there as well. I think Cooley got a little over. I think Jeffers Bay had some trouble as well. Let's come across the line. Yeah, Jeffers goes back to 7th. Jeffers lost a spot to Aiden Ingrata. Ingrata works his way up into 6th. Jeffers back to 7th. 8th is Cooley. 9th is Ribeiro. 10th is Argyros. And right behind Argyros as well is, I believe, Martella. Anthony Martella. Yeah, there he is right there. Martella on the gearbox of Argyros in that white and red exclusive Autosport machine. He'll look to the inside on Argyros coming out of 3. Potentially side by side, but you can't quite get it done over there. Cooley doing whatever he can to hold off Ribeiro now. Oh, contact. Ribeiro left front into right rear. Everybody trying to see if they can't capitalize. Argyros trying to go after him. Martella doing the same thing. Wow. We got some good racing here in juniors. These guys are really hanging it out there right now. Cooley trying to hold on to his spot. What a great run for Aiden Ingrata as well. Again, Aiden starting in 12th, worked his way up into the top 10. He's up to 7th, or 6th, plus 6 for Aiden Ingrata. Strong run here as he gets by Jeffers. Jeffers right there with him still. They've got a pretty good gap now back to Cooley. But then it's, again, this battle between Ribeiro right there in the 16, Argyros in the 3, Martella in the 95. And then they've got a gap back to the next good scrap there with Juncos and the Scorpioni, Popoff, all there as well. Look at that fight further back. Wow, they're going at it. Oh, one driver into pit lane. Someone has pulled off. That might, I'm going to say that maybe Vergara with that front wing damage. Yeah, he's falling down the order. Joao Vergara, the exclusive Autosport driver, into pit lane with front wing damage. McNeely, half a second. A couple of car legs. That's about it right now over Weldon. But we will have 2 laps to go this next time by. Remember, just 12 laps for the drivers here in USF Juniors. And Liam McNeely leading the way. There's this fight further back. That is 10th and 11th right there. Argyros and Martella. Right behind them, Juncos trying to hold off a Scorpioni. Again, 2 laps to go when they get back around to the stripe. McNeely, Weldon, Elkin, Taylor, and Soto Sharipa up front. Ingrata 6th. Jeffers, Cooley, Ribeiro, Argyros, Martella. Good shot here. The leaders working their way down the straightaway. We'll get that in a couple seconds. There it is there. That's the lead right now. It's not a lot. And I'll tell you, we're not quite done, I think, with the final position on the podium either, as Max Taylor in the 33 trying to put the pressure now on Ariel Elkin. Elkin in the Inter MS car. Did some F4 racing last year here in the U.S. Ran some overseas F4 racing as well. Ideally, we'll have him full season here with Inter MS. And that team looking to make an impact immediately. Soto Sharipa right there, P5. Couple of top 5 runs. Jeffers able to get back by Ingrata. Jack Jeffers gets back by Aiden Ingrata. There's the pass for P3. Max Taylor has taken it away from Elkin. Taylor back to the podium. Wow, we got some good racing here now. Max Taylor in the 33 for VRD. The 25 of Ariel Elkin for Inter MS. That's the fight for the final spot on the podium. White flag will fly this next time by. 1 lap remaining when they get back to the stripe. 2 to go here right now. And it's a 0.6 of a second lead for Liam McNeely, the British driver. Looking to get his first win. Kick off the season in style here. Drop of a wheel there for McNeely coming out of turn 6. That's going to give a little bit more for Weldon. You know, he's fired up seeing that. He'll get a good run through 8 and 9. It's still a length and a half or maybe 2. Here they come out of turn number 9. Weldon not quite close enough, but he could throw a dive bomb down the inside. That was a bit of a mistake for McNeely. And Weldon's closed up to within a car length, coming through turn 11. Liam McNeely trying to get that first win of the year. First win running for Jay Howard Driver Development. He's got 1 more lap to do. They'll see the white flag this time by. 1 to go. Weldon back up on the wheel. He had a little bit of a glimmer of hope there with that minor miscue for McNeely coming out of 6, dropping a wheel. It's not hugely a disadvantage, but you're going to lose a bit of forward bite and driver concentration as well. McNeely looks in the mirrors, got room, run the full racing line through turn number 1. There's probably a couple places past, maybe 1, 3, 4, 10. He's got through 1 already. Next 2 back-to-back, 3 and 4. He'll cover down the bottom of the racetrack. Weldon's close. Taylor holding on to 3rd. Elkin not close enough to challenge. Through turn number 4. That's the other one there for McNeely. Now essentially, can he defend in turn number 10? He's got a length and a half coming through 6. Hold on. Here's turn 6. Mash the gas, drive it through 7, 8, and 9. Oh, it pulls it to about 3 or 4 lengths now. Better run there through 6 for Liam McNeely. Jay Howard Driver Development looking at their first win of the 2024 season. Just a couple of corners to go. We're not done. Weldon's right there. He's about 4 car lengths back. What kind of a battle do we get coming down into turn number 10? Does he throw it in? A little bit outside. McNeely covers a little of the bottom, but Weldon's right there. No real place to make a move here unless you dive it in. You throw it hard. He's not quite there in turn number 12. McNeely doing the best he can at turn 12. Here's the drag race. Could be a drag race to the line coming out of 13. Here they come. Does Weldon have anything? He'll tuck in the draft. McNeely's your leader. Little bit of a swerve coming up the straightaway. Checker flag flies. Winner of race number 2, Liam McNeely. England on top for race number 2. Liam McNeely with the win. Sebastian Weldon coming home in 2nd. Max Taylor in 3rd. 4th goes to Ariel Elkin. 5th to Augusto Soto Sharipa. Jack Jeffers in 6th. Aiden Ingrata 7th. Another top 10 finish for Ingrata. 8th for Bruno Ribeiro. 9th for Evan Cooley. 10th for G3 Argyros. A little intensity at the end of that one. McNeely had a pretty good lead, but again, that little drop of a wheel coming out of turn number 6 kind of shook up the focus a little bit, lost a little bit of forward bite out of the corner. Probably fired Weldon up too. Hey, I'm in this guy's head. He's going to make a mistake here. He didn't over the last circuit, but Weldon pushed hard over that last lap. Both drivers turning 140s. They kind of backed up a little bit. Taylor did a 139.6. He was 4/10 quicker than the leader on the last lap. So here's your folks, they've made an adjustment already. I don't know what the penalty was for, but Max Taylor receiving a penalty post-race, and race control has already put that into the program. So Ariel Elkin will go to 3rd. So Jeffers, Max Taylor, whatever penalty, drops from 3rd down to 6th. 3-position penalty for Max Taylor. Not sure what it was on the racetrack, but Ariel Elkin getting moved up into 3rd. So Inter MS will grab their first podium. It's Jay Howard, VRD, and Inter MS on the podium. It moves Augusto Soto Sharipa up into 4th. Jack Jeffers to P5. Taylor holds on to 6th. Aiden Ingrata in 7th. Bruno Ribeiro in 8th. Evan Cooley 9th. And Anthony Martella up into 10th as well. Why did he go to 10th? G3 Argyros, he might have had a penalty as well. So Anthony Martella goes into the 10th spot as Argyros goes from 10th down to 16th. So I believe a couple of penalties potentially being calculated immediately. Of course, for the podium, the race control does the best they can. If there's a penalty they know they're going to roll out, they'll do it so we have the correct podium. So McNeely, Weldon, and Elkin, those are the top 3 drivers that will be on the podium here. I think if you're tuning in, after this broadcast here, we'll go to a quick break. We're back at 1 o'clock, I believe, right around 1 o'clock. Let's have a look at the other schedule here. USF 2000. Yeah, well, I would expect a 1 o'clock start time for the broadcast, something like that for race number 3 of USF 2000. We'll go back-to-back with USF 2000 and USF Pro 2000. Another break. Fire up a new broadcast for the USF Juniors as the final race of the day. Well, man, that last battle was a good one. Liam McNeely, Sebastian Weldon. Liam had to do everything he could to hold him off to get the race win. Weldon comes on win 2nd. Ariel Elkin in 3rd on the podium, P3 for the Inter-MS driver, Augusto Soto Sharipa. So top 4 for both Inter-MS drivers. Great debut here. Again, Soto Sharipa didn't get a chance to race the opening circuit with the issue. And again, I thought that was him on the opening circuit who was dead stick coming out of turn number 4. It ended up being, as we know, Vinicius Tesaro. Somehow Tesaro was able to continue. I don't know if he knocked it out of gear or something, whatever it was. He fought back to 11th. Tesaro was dead last. He was all the way down in 24th or 25th, and he worked his way back up. So a great drive for him. But nonetheless, McNeely, Weldon, and Elkin, they'll come over, get themselves weighed, wrap it up. There is Jay Howard going to celebrate with his driver, Liam McNeely. Of course, Jay Howard, ex-Pat. I remember when he first came over to run USF 2000 himself back in the Cooper Tire Z-Tech days. But again, McNeely, a big win for him. Scoring the victory here at the Continental Tire Grand Prix of Louisiana. Race number 2 for USF Juniors. They'll do it again this afternoon, 3:45. We'll start that broadcast. Green flag set to go at about 4 o'clock for the drivers in USF Juniors. Again, capping things up down here in Victory Lane. I'm going to head down there myself, folks. We have 3 drivers we got to pass out some awards to. McNeely, Weldon, and Elkin. After this quick break, we'll be down in Victory Lane with award presentations. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome down here to Victory Lane at NOLA Motorsports Park as we get set to roll for race number 2 and USF Juniors. What a race that was. A heck of a battle for sure. Let's bring up the drivers who were able to get to the podium. Trophies already waiting for them at a great drive. Coming home in the 3rd spot for Inter-MS, Ariel Elkin. 3rd spot today, his first podium. Running in USF Junior. Well done for Ariel. Ariel, grab that trophy, drop that helmet down on top, and we'll get things underway. All right, whatever, we'll figure. You'll have to put that up in a second. Finishing in 2nd spot, he chased it at the very end. Sebastian Weldon coming home P2, a great drive, putting the pressure on our leader all the way to the very end, the last 2 laps. Very exciting to watch for sure. Sebastian Weldon coming home in the 2nd position. And the driver scoring the win. He'll come and join me here briefly for an interview. First off, a round of applause. Liam McNeely winning here today. Liam, congratulations, man. The pass, number 1, was a big one. You were able to get around the outside in 1, held the position coming down through 2. That was a hard-fought race for sure. Tell me about it.
Yeah, didn't get the best start, dropped back a bit, but sort of just, had to regain some focus and, managed to, get a good restart and got the lead and, just managed to hold on.
Obviously getting pressure throughout the race. At the very end, you dropped the wheel, I think, coming out of turn number 6, and it allowed Sebastian to get close. Did you know that was coming? Did you expect you were going to have a fight on the final circuit?
Yeah, I think I pushed the tyres a bit too early. We dropped off a little bit towards the end. So, something that we'll know for the race later today.
Obviously, you've raced a lot in your life. Getting that first win in the series, how important is this for you think, to get this first win out of the way?
Yeah, it's sort of just gaining some momentum now and hopefully, build on this for the rest of the season.
Who do you want to thank today, Liam?
My mechanic Jeff, JHDD, crew chief Joe, and mum and dad.
Well done. Get over here, get up on top of there, get that trophy. Get the trophy shots here. Ariel, pick up the trophy. We'll get the trophy shots done here. Excellent job. Ariel Elkin coming home in 3rd. Sebastian Weldon in the 2nd spot. And, of course, Liam McNeely, a big victory here. 3 different teams on the podium as well. Excellent job for Liam McNeely getting the win. 2nd place, as we said, Sebastian Weldon. Ariel Elkin finishing it up in 3rd spot. And that wraps things up here from Victory Lane. We got champagne to fly here. We'll bring that in here momentarily. But again, what a tremendous run. Guys, you can take the car out of the way if you want so you don't get it all hosed down with champagne. Still another race to come for the drivers here in the USF Juniors program. They'll cap off the day this afternoon with race number 3. For those of you following in the action right now, a quick break, and we'll be back with 2 races, USF 2000, USF Pro 2000 here in a little bit of time. And then we'll, of course, as I said, cap things off with the drivers in USF Juniors. Fantastic racing for sure. Guys, it's time. Drop things down there. Grab that champagne and give it a spray as we get things underway. Champagne celebrations here for the drivers in USF Juniors. Weldon goes after McNeely, and that ends our celebration here in Victory Lane. Wrapping things up for this broadcast for USF Juniors, folks. Again, those of you tuning in the live broadcast, make sure you come back and join us. We've got more racing still to come here. Final round for all 3 of the series. We'll have USF 2000 and USF Pro together. And then, as I said, after a quick break, we'll wrap up the day with the USF Juniors. Thanks for tuning in for the broadcast here, folks. On behalf of Anderson Promotions and Continental Tire, my name is Rob Howden. Bye for now.